Welcome to Extra presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. I was singing and I was dancing. I'm also in energy conserving mode. I am also in energy conserving mode. And that was the reason why I was singing and dancing, because I was trying to draw the power, the energy from somewhere. I think I'm going to revisit regrets. I think I have to. And it's only because there's so many things that's coming up and they could almost feel like a regret, but I don't want to misuse the term and misuse the word regret and how I see it. And so I just have to do this. If not, it's going to keep me up more nights. It's going to keep me up more nights than it already has. Noobs, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. That's all I ever asked for, was an opportunity and a chance, whether it was 1 second or whether it's 20 seconds. Thank you. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way because we have this special, unique bond that we share. We don't know what to call it, but sometime in the distant future, insert time frame, we will say that what it is, that what it was, and that's what it always will be. I don't have a problem with rewriting history. I don't have a problem with time travelers coming back and letting us know what it's called. I don't have a problem with any of it, because just go ahead. I'm going to leave a blank and you insert what this is. This is. Thank you. And that's what it always was. That's what it always was. Sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. I'll repeat. Sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. Free advice. Bird like voice. So I think I have to revisit regrets, because for the most part, I usually don't have, but my mind's been playing tricks on me. Maybe because it's the energy conserving mode just puts me in that position to second guess or to ponder an alternative route, which leads me down an exercise of futility. Basically, the butterfly effect of what ifs and what ifs. And that's the reason why I don't like the regrets or terming it as that, because I just need to go ahead. The card's been dealt. I just need to go ahead and play the hand instead of complaining or instead of focus on what the hand is or what the hand was. Just play the cards to the best of your ability. And when next go around, when you get some more cards, hopefully it's a better hand, or hopefully you play the hand better. That's my overall concept, and that's how I tend to go when it comes to, do you have any regrets? Are there any regrets? Nah, no. How? Ever. If you were to ask me, if I just had to, or is there anything that I would like to redo or a do over or a mulligan or something like that? Yeah, of course. That's not the same. Having another opportunity to do something or to have another opportunity to practice, because that's what practice is, right? Success, the predictability, result, or the predictable result of hard work, patience, sacrifice, and learning put into everyday practice. Yeah, just put the work in. Be patient. You're gonna take some L's. That's the sacrifice. You're gonna learn from those L's so you're not doing the same thing and do it every day. And when you are getting this experience, this good experience every day, success will come. Not to say that some people don't need one of or any of those to be successful, but that's usually the formula of how success works. And for me to sit here and say, um, yeah, that to sit here and say that no regrets. Yeah, okay. See, but moving forward to where we were and going before I got sidetracked on defining success. See, the thing is, if you were to ask and I had to answer, was there some things that I would like a do over, a mulligan, to be able to repeat and try again? Sure. I can think of some. Then if I start thinking really, really hard, I can think of some more. But there's a few that just comes right top of mind. And it's not because I don't think I don't think it affected me or the outcome of who I am as a person, but I think it affected some people around me, some individuals within my circle, and I don't want, or I didn't want my actions to affect them in whatever way they took it and whatever and however they got all in their feelings, whether justified or not. I tend to want to do something like that over, but something that directly affects me and my outcome and how I am who I am today. Yeah, that's where I draw the line, and that's where nuance becomes super, yes, duper important. But going through all of these sacrifices, learning experience, being patient and hard work, patience really patience really took off. Cause I will say previously in another episode, not another episode here, like another episode, another chapter in my life. Patience is still something that I truly don't have. I'm mediocre at patience. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't, but it's better than what it used to be. Because in the beginning of time, that is, my patience was 0 to negative. I had zero patience. I still really don't have patience when I'm compared to the average. However, for me, it's pretty nice. For me, it is a huge upgrade. And I'm trying to utilize that to paint the picture and revisit a story, go more in depth with the story, or go from or come from a different side from the story. You should go back and review some of the historical documents if you want the full story. I'm just coming at this one with a different angle. Regs, you know what I'm talking about, noobs. I'm gonna try to give you the Vince's notes, but the Vince's notes may or may not work, but you will understand or have an inkling or an idea. And this is one of the things that I would like a do-over. Regret? Probably not, because it it felt right at the time and it felt right in the moment. And it wasn't until afterwards, in the aftermath, where okay, maybe it shouldn't have went down like that. Maybe it shouldn't have happened. But I'm talking about when me and my great good friend got in a fisticuffs, but it really, really wasn't fisticuffs because it was like a roll around, slam to the ground, and then when he was on the ground, that was pretty much it. And it was almost like a big bro beating up his little bro, but he didn't want to do it. But he had to do it so little bro can learn. But when you beat up little bro so bad, little bro just don't understand in the moment of what's happening and what's going on. So now little bro is upset and he's mad for a long period of time. And it isn't until multiple years later, almost a decade, or probably a decade later, when you and little bro make up and you're cool again, but you missed all those years and you missed that time. So that, Vince's notes are noobs. Regs, you know exactly the story I'm talking about. We protect the guilty in the game. I'm the guilty. I am the guilty. But I've mentioned this before, but fast forward to present day, we are friends. We are cool. No ill will or anything like that. But that situation was definitely something that I could have handled differently. Probably should have handled differently, but my patience wasn't at the level where it is now. Then I was how can I put this? I wanted war. I was prepared for war. I basically wanted violence and I was violent. And I'm not saying that I just walk around with a chip on my shoulder and violent. It's just that I had a quick temper, quick trigger where you could set me off. I could control my emotions to a certain degree, but it's like when it was time to go, it was time to go. And there's levels to going, or there's levels to wanting to go. Sometime when you win, you win. Sometime when you win. But other times when you win, you probably should have just took the draw. But ain't no time I'm gonna say when you win, you lost. Nah, not in that situation, not in that scenario. No, 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 no. I can't rewrite history like that. Just taking that situation and maybe doing it differently. Yeah, because it didn't affect me. It didn't change my life or how I came out, but it definitely did hurt a relationship. It did put a dent, a fracture in a friendship. It's repaired now. Yeah, sure, okay, but it it caused more harm to someone else than it did me. And I'm just not talking about the violence part. That's how I was built. Some people don't need that life lesson or need to learn, and they would have made a different choice, a different approach, because maybe, just maybe, they view and see the world differently. Maybe, just maybe, they don't want violence. They aren't prepared to go. They don't want to go. They have more patience. They have more patience and they are more in tune for sacrificing for whatever it may be. And I can look back on that and I can say, situation, I grew from it. There was certain things that I knew that I had to do going forward and that I just couldn't allow. And this was it. This was one of them. But going and learning, or growing and learning and having a different experience every single day, put in different situations every single day, you pick it up pretty quick that that answer, that action, that motion can't be your go to. It can't be something that you choose all the time, or it can't be something that you choose for situations like that you can't control. And with experience comes success. Of course, with all of those other factors that I said. And that's why I always have an extremely hard time when I say regrets. But I will say there's a lot of things that I've been putting or put a lot of positions that I've been putting myself into where the regret situation can come up, can pop up, but it's not the same. It's just a bad decision. A bad decision doesn't necessarily have to be a regret. A bad decision necessarily doesn't have to be something life altering. A bad decision is an opportunity to know far or how far or how longer you need to go or change directions or do whatever. It's like a gauge. Sometimes you make good decisions, you keep doing that or going that way. When you make a bad decision or go another, or you're gonna have to turn around and go a different way or find another path, basically. And that's how I view it. But human nature, because I am not a robot, you that does crop up in your mind and it does keep me up at night and it does have me wondering and pondering. And then I just have to do my woosa deep breaths, and then everything comes back to normal. And it's just that, nah, uh-uh. This is the way. This is the way. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the new and improved website at extravdgsports.com. That is xtravdgsports.com. We are growing again. Thank you. There's a YouTube as well. It's growing too. Thank you. And that's extra VDG, XTRA VDG. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you must, comment if you may. We clap back. Noob and noobs, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. Even if you only stayed for the 1.2 seconds, it's all right. Greatly appreciate you. Regs, you know what time it is. I gotta go.